Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining this session. Let me introduce Mr. Bruno PLASSE, Director of Alliance Francaise of Madras. He has been a director to many alliances in African and Asian countries, namely Gambia, Madagascar, Malaysia, and also in Chandigarh, Dhaka, and now in Chennai. Welcome, sir. And Sonya MAZUMDAR, a founder, CEO of Earthsync, a music production house, documentary film producer, and a global cross-cultural artistic collaborator. Welcome, Sonia. And Adam GREIG, academic coordinator at KMMC. He is basically from Scotland. He has a master's degree in music with distinction. He specializes in performing early 20th century French repertoire, particularly that which surrounds the Les Six composers. But I haven't heard his Scottish accent yet, but maybe in the conversation we can. So thank you all for being here.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, Dinesha. Thank you.
Always a pleasure. I'm not going to go Scottish for you, though.
Let's plan that soon. So maybe one word about what is the Fête de la Musique, because we are celebrating it for 39 years this year, actually. Next year, the 40th anniversary of that. It started with a small event only in France, and then it spread up in many countries, and now it's celebrated all over the world. The idea at the beginning was to have people playing music, singing together, even not being professional, and it becomes a very, very popular festival in France. Actually, I'm living abroad for many years, and if there is one event that I really missed not to be in Paris for, it's really the Fête de la Musique. When the last time I was in Paris for the Fête de la Musique, the weather was really nice. And from 8 p.m. till 2 in the morning, I just walk around along the streets of Paris and listening to various kind of music, with a very good one, other not so good, but people were so enthusiastic to share their love of music. That's really, it's a very, very popular event. So of course now with the pandemic, we are stick to the online version. But the first Fête de la Musique that I attended in Chennai was a live one in the auditoriums and with performers. So I'd like really to thank our partners, Earthsync and KMMC, for always be supporting and bringing some very wonderful artists and students to perform. And I'd like to thank as well all the students of the Alliance Française, who some of them are very good musicians, amateurs, and they share their performance as well, and it's always a real pleasure. So let's enjoy this Fête de la Musique online for this 2021 edition, and maybe we can get some other ideas on the Fête de la Musique from our guests. Thank you.
Well, on being a part of this Fête de la Musique online edition.
Yes, well, the relationship over the years, as Bruno just mentioned, like Earthsync, we have always had a very good relationship with Alliance Française de Madras, and the work we do, which is about not just established musicians, but also amateurs and also emerging artists. I mean, that's the core of the work that Earthsync does. Alliance Française has always been a very strong supporter for Earthsync, and I think it's more about a certain kind of a match, and a match of ideology or ethos or whatever that makes us ideal partners. So it's just a logical thing that Earthsync would be, has always been, and is still, even today, digital or in person, delighted to be part of Fête de la Musique 2021. Absolutely. It's just, it's something about the, it's the core of what we do.
It's a special Fête de la Musique for me this year because it marks my 10 years in India, which is...
Really?
Yeah, my anniversary in India is like this week.
Congratulations on that.
So it's been 10 years in Chennai, and Fête de la Musique was probably one of the first, if not the first event I was involved in Chennai in 2011 when I joined KMMC, and it was a very important event for KMMC to really get introduced and to share between Alliance Française and Earthsync and all of the other cultural partners that took part and continue to take part over the years. And it's been something I've loved being involved with every year since then, and more so than the professionals and the amateurs and the labels in terms of music. What I always love is that we're all amateurs to music on this one. It is literally just that platform for sharing sound. One of those times where it's like, doesn't matter whether you can sing or not, you can get up and sing. It's like, do it for the love of music. Other times of the year, this is
it's different. Yeah.
And it's for our students in particular, it's such an encouraging platform for them to be part of something that they really feel a global connection for when they take part in Fête de la Musique. And that's why they're always so enthusiastic to take part in it, because they feel part of that kind of global network of musicians celebrating. So it's been a fantastic journey over the past 10 years, and long may it continue.
Absolutely. So I have a question for you, Adam. How is this pandemic situation is challenging for the academy with this online classes, and how the students are engaging and how they are comfortable, you know?
It's obviously been a trial. It's been devastating and difficult, and on so many levels, personal, emotional, artistic. It's changed everybody's lifestyle. But we're an education institute, and our aim, our goal is to teach them how to be adaptive, how to survive, how to change no matter what is being thrown at you. And both the staff and the students have to take part in that. And we've had to adapt. We've had to start exploring online platforms and essentially trying to find the benefits and the difficulties that's been thrown. And those benefits have come in the way of opening up an entire sphere of access to musicians, into art and to culture that were there before, but that we just didn't really look at or didn't really treat properly. And because we're now being forced to, we are building all of those connections and bringing in guest institutes, not even guest lectures, guest institutes. Some of these old institutes that would never touch an online anything, and they're in the same place. They can't do anything, but their function is to disseminate and to spread knowledge and to spread culture and to spread music, and their only way to do that now is online. So suddenly you have all of these possibilities being able, and we're becoming curators of online content for the students, guiding them, shaping their existence through this, teaching them how to record online, how to do a live one-on-one session, and we're having to learn ourselves. I'm sat here, I have my digital here, and I hate it. I love it. I'm having to get
well said. You hate it and you love it. I think that's what defines this time. You know, we hate it and we love it because I think we love the work we do. All of us in this chat room we love the work we do, but we also hate it because it's that thing that, you know, we got to do what we got to do. Yeah.
It's never just easy. It never just works.
No.
And particularly within the creative arts, the sooner you realize that it's like there's always going to be something. It's going to rain, or there's going to be a power cut, or somebody's going to get ill, or there's going to be a global pandemic that shuts everything for like there's going to be something. So you have to learn.
That's production for you. And it's amazing that it always, even on the virtual context, it boils down to the live. Actually, it's still live because if you have bad sound on a broadcast, it's a production problem, and it's a live production problem, right? Because you are live, you know. So production is production, and I think that's the beauty, I think, also. And I am really enjoying Fête de la Musique 2021 because I guess we've got some experience now after 1 year of lockdowns, and you know, and we can go beyond the frustrations, and in many ways accept the reality, however uncomfortable, and laugh about it. You know, laugh about it, because I think that's what's important, because that allows you to go to the next stage. Because musicians are musicians, and you know, Adam has been doing live concerts every week, and you know,
with every single technical issue.
With every single text, calling up for sound check, and you know, Sonya, are you there? Like, you know, it's great. I love it. You know, and we're all trying to navigate this, but it's a very, very hard time for artists, and
for the audience as well. It's not only
for the audience. Oh yes, for the audience.
Definitely,
yes.
we are. I'm not a musician myself, but I'm missing so much to go to live performance, and I'm really looking forward to find again the contact that we, even if we do our best to make it lively, and we have some nice moments on the Zoom sessions. Definitely, it's not the same. So let's hope that soon. And I really hope that the next Fête de la Musique will be a big one, because so it will be the 40th anniversary, and it has to be.
Wow! It has to be something special. Yes,
anyway, so for this year, the program is very interesting, and really, I think it's really nice to have so many people involved in giving their best for this moment, even if it's online, but definitely it does not mean that it's a cheap one. It's a very nice one. So thanks to all of you for your effort and for your continuous support with this Fête de la Musique and the wonderful relationships that we have with Alliance Française, KMMC, and Earthsync. It's a real pleasure to work with you.
Likewise. It's a real pleasure to work with Alliance Française Madras.
Thank you so much. I would like to thank Carmery and PA System for providing the audio files for community radio, and a huge thanks to Mr. Karthik from KMMC. He's the one who's coordinating with the artist and giving me the details, and he's been a big help. Being a busy bee today, he couldn't join us for this interaction section. So I want to thank him as well. Thank you, Sonia, and thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you, Bruno.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Adam.